B. May, 28 years old. Work as a mid-level project manager at a logistics software firm. Job is boring but stable. Pay is decent enough to afford a one-bedroom apartment in the city and a moderate drinking habit. Life is a series of spreadsheets, Zoom calls, and microwave dinners. Comfortable. Complacent. Haven't really pushed myself since college. Department head, Old Man Jenkins, announces he's retiring. Everyone is happy because Jenkins was a micromanager who still used a fax machine. Speculation runs wild about who the replacement will be. We assume it's going to be Brad from sales. Brad is an idiot, but corporate loves him because he plays golf with the CEO. 2 weeks later, Monday morning all-hands meeting. CEO steps up to the podium. Please welcome our new director of operations, hired externally to shake things up. Doors open, clicking of heels on the linoleum floor. Sharp black suit, hair pulled back in a severe professional bun. I look up from my phone. Freeze. Time stops. Stomach drops through the floor and keeps going until it hits the earth's core. It's Claire, my ex-girlfriend from 4 years ago. The one I broke up with because she was too intense and focused too much on her career. The one whose heart I broke via text message because I was a coward. She walks up to the podium. She looks different. Older, obviously, but sharper. Gone is the girl who used to wear oversized hoodies and eat Thai food on my floor while watching anime. This is a predator. She scans the room with eyes like lasers. Her gaze sweeps over the crowd. It lands on me. I want to die. I want to turn into vapor and be sucked into the HVAC system. Her eyes don't even flicker. No recognition. No hesitation. She looks right through me like I'm a piece of office furniture. Takes the mic. Good morning, we have a lot of work to do. Productivity is down 14% year over year. That ends today. Voice is cold, commanding. My palms are sweating so much, I almost dropped my coffee. Coworker Dave leans over to me. She's kinda hot in a scary way, right? I try to nod, but my neck muscles are seized. Meeting ends. I sprint to my cubicle, hide behind my dual monitors, start hyperventilating. Check LinkedIn. There she is. MBA from Wharton. Stint at a massive consulting firm in New York. Rapid promotion track. She's been busy conquering the world, while I've been leveling up my World of Warcraft character. An hour later, email notification pops up. From Claire H. Director. To Anon. Subject, onboarding/status check. Body, please come to my office at 2:00 p.m. Bring the Q3 projections. Short, terse, professional. I spend the next 3 hours staring at a spreadsheet without seeing numbers, just replaying the breakup in my head. Me telling her to chill out. Me telling her that her ambition was exhausting. Me ghosting her for a week before sending the "it's not you, it's me" text. 2:00 p.m. arrives. I walk to the corner office. The office that used to smell like Jenkins peppermint tea. Now it smells like expensive espresso and ozone. She's sitting behind the glass desk. Doesn't look up as I enter. Close the door. I close it. Stand there awkwardly holding a stack of papers. She finishes typing something. Slowly looks up. The silence stretches for an eternity. You could hear a pin drop in a vacuum. Hello, Anon. Hi, Claire, Ms. Henderson. She raises an eyebrow. Claire is fine, we aren't strangers. Understatement of the century. So you work here? Yeah, 3 years now. Project manager. Senior associate project manager. Right. She picks up a file. It's my personnel file. She flips through it casually. Performance reviews are adequate, consistently meets expectations, no exceeding. She looks at me. You haven't changed much. Out. Direct hit. Shields down. Look clear about the past. She holds up a hand. Sharp cutting motion. Stop, I don't care about the past. I care about this department. I was hired to trim the fat and optimize workflows. She leans forward. I know you, Anon. I know you're smart. I also know you're lazy. I do my job. You do the bare minimum to not get fired. I remember. You used to write essays the morning they were due and get a B- and be happy with it. I say nothing because it's true. Here is the situation. I am your boss. If you think that gives you special treatment, you are wrong. If you think it makes you a target, you are also wrong. I am purely data-driven. Okay. However, if you mention our personal history to anyone in this office, if I hear a whisper of a rumor about us, I will fire you so fast your head will spin. Do we understand each other? Yes. Good, now show me the Q3 projections. These numbers look garbage. We spend the next hour going over spreadsheets. She tears my work apart. Not emotionally. Logically. Finding errors I didn't know existed. Questioning assumptions I made months ago. By the time I leave, I feel like I've gone 10 rounds with a heavyweight boxer. Go back to my desk. Collapse. Dave asks how it went. She's intense, I say. Dave laughs. I give her 2 months before she burns out. Little does he know. Claire runs on spite and caffeine. She won't burn out. She'll burn us down. Week 2. The changes start. Mandatory 8:30 a.m. stand-up meetings. No more leaving early on Fridays. Detailed time tracking logs. The office morale tanks. Everyone hates her. I have to listen to my coworkers trash talk her in the break room. She's a tyrant. She has no soul. Does she ever smile? I have to nod along to blend in. But secretly, I see what she's doing. The workflows were inefficient. Jenkins let people get away with murder. She's actually fixing things. But her delivery is brutal. She calls me out in a meeting on Wednesday. Anon, explain why this vendor contract has been sitting in review for 6 weeks. I stammer something about legal. Not good enough. Walk it down to legal yourself and don't leave until they sign it. I feel like a scolded child. Do as I'm told. Get the signature. She gives me a curt nod. Better. That night I go home and drink 3 beers. Stare at the ceiling. Wonder if I should quit. But the job market is trash. And a small, sick part of me wants to prove her wrong. I want to show her I'm not the same lazy loser she dated. Week 4. Company retreat. Mandatory team building at a lodge upstate. Worst nightmare scenario. Forced socialization with alcohol involved. We do trust falls and rope courses. Claire participates but maintains an icy distance. She wears athletic gear that looks more expensive than my car. Dinner time. Open bar. Coworkers getting sloppy. I'm nursing a whiskey in the corner. Claire walks over. First time she's approached me socially. Enjoying the party. It's a blast. I love wearing name tags and eating rubber chicken. She almost smiles. A flicker of the old Claire. The chicken was dry, she admits. So how does it feel being the villain? I ask. Liquid courage. She swirls her wine. Someone has to be. This ship was sinking. Jenkins was bailing water with a teaspoon. People are stressed, Claire. People are working, finally. She looks at me. You look tired. Stressful job, demanding boss. Maybe you should step up. I am stepping up. I cleared the backlog. You did, I noticed. Silence. Awkward tension. Why did you take this job, Claire? You were in New York, you were big time. She looks away. Needed a change of pace. Family stuff. She doesn't elaborate. I remember her mom was sick years ago. Want to ask. Don't dare. Brad from sales stumbles over. Hey Claire, great party. You know you're not as scary as everyone says. He puts a hand on her shoulder. I see her eyes narrow. The predator is back. She removes his hand with 2 fingers like it's a piece of trash. Go drink some water, Brad. You have a 9 a.m. client call. Brad scurries away. She turns back to me. Don't be late tomorrow. She walks away. I watch her go. Realize I'm not over her. Panic exe. Month 2. Work is harder than ever. But I'm actually getting good at it. Fear is a powerful motivator. I'm arriving early. Double-checking my work. My metrics are up. She hasn't praised me once. But she stopped tearing me apart in meetings. Now she tears other people apart and asks me to fix their mess. Anon, take over the Johnson account. Sarah can't handle the timeline. I become her go-to guy. Not because she likes me. Because she knows I know how she thinks. I can anticipate her demands. It creates a weird dynamic. We have a shorthand. She looks at a slide, twitches her nose. I speak up. I'll adjust the font size and simplify the graph. She nods. Coworkers start looking at me differently. How do you know what she wants? Dave asks. I just pay attention, I lie. Rumors start that I'm a suck-up. Or that I'm the teacher's pet. If only they knew. Month 3. Crisis strikes. Major server outage affects our biggest client. It's 4 p.m. on a Friday. Panic in the office. It is running around like headless chickens. Claire comes out of her office. She's calm amidst the chaos. War room, now, leads only. We pile into the conference room. She's whiteboarding solutions. Barking orders. We need a manual workaround until the patch is live. Who can coordinate the logistics team to manually route the shipments? Room is silent. Nobody wants to volunteer for a weekend of hell. She looks around. Disappointment in her eyes. I sigh. Raise my hand. I'll do it. She looks at me. It's going to be an all-nighter, Anon. I know, I'll order pizza. A ghost of a smile. Thai food, get the spicy basil chicken. She remembered. Everyone else looks confused. We work through the night. Just me, Claire, and 2 terrified interns. It's 3 a.m. Interns are asleep in their chairs. I'm running on Red Bull and self-loathing. Claire is still perfect in her suit, somehow not sweating. We're cross-referencing shipping manifests manually. You're good at this, she says suddenly, without looking up from her laptop. Good at data entry. Good at crisis management. You stay calm. I'm too tired to panic. You used to panic about everything. Used to freak out if we were 5 minutes late to a movie. I grew up, Claire. She stops typing, looks at me across the table. Fluorescent lights buzzing. Did you, or did you just get numb? Why does it matter? Because you have potential. It used to frustrate the hell out of me, watching you waste it. Is that why you left? I left because we were going in different directions. I was running, you were sitting still. I'm running now. You ours, keep it up. We lock eyes. The air is charged. Dangerous territory. I could lean across the table. I could apologize. I could ask for a second chance. Phone rings. It's it. Servers are back up. Moment shattered. She snaps back into boss mode. Wake up the interns. We need to verify the data integrity before morning. The wall is back up, but there's a crack in it. Month 4. I get a promotion. Team lead. It comes with a raise and my own office. Small office, no window but a door. Dave is jealous. You slept your way to the top, he jokes. I almost choke on my water. If only he knew the irony. I haven't slept with anyone in 6 months. I'm married to the job, just like she is. I start to understand her. The loneliness of command. The pressure to be perfect. I see her in the break room one evening. It's 7 p.m. Everyone else is gone. She's staring at the coffee machine. Shoulders slumped. She looks exhausted. Human. I walk in. Machine's broken. It only dispenses hot water, I say. She jumps. Composes herself instantly. I knew that, just thinking. Rough day. Corporate is pushing for more cuts. I have to fire 3 people next week. She sounds heavy. Anyone I know. Doesn't matter, it's the numbers. It matters to them. I know that, she snaps. Then softens. I know that, I'm not a robot Anon. Could have fooled me. I have to be, if I show weakness, they eat me alive. Being a woman in this role, I can't be nice. I have to be iron. I see the cracks. The armor is heavy. You want to get a drink? I ask. Stupid. Reckless. She looks at me. Calculates the risk. We can't. Fraternization policy. Not a date. 2 colleagues complaining about corporate. No. She straightens her jacket. Go home Anon, that's an order. She walks out. I stay and drink the hot water. Month 5. The firings happen. Morale hits rock bottom. I have to keep my team focused. I'm using Claire's tactics. Being direct. Setting clear goals. It works. My team is the only one hitting targets. She calls me in for a monthly review. Your department is carrying the branch, she says. Thanks. I'm putting you on the fast track. Regional manager potential in 2 years. I don't know if I want that. Why afraid of success? Afraid of becoming you. Silence. Heavy silence. She stands up. Walks to the window. Looks out at the city skyline. Is that so terrible? You're alone, Claire. You work 80 hours a week. You have no friends here. Your staff fears you. I have respect. I have success. I have financial security. Are you happy? She doesn't answer for a long time. Happiness is a variable I can't control. Success is a variable I can. That's the saddest thing I've ever heard. She turns around. Eyes wet. No, just the lighting. Get out of my office. I leave, feeling like I won the argument but lost the war. Month 6. Rumors start circulating. Someone saw old photos of us on Facebook. I thought I scrubbed them all. Tagged by a mutual friend from college years ago. Whispers in the break room. They used to date. That's why he got promoted. Conflict of interest. HR gets involved. I get summoned to the VP of HR's office. Claire is already there. She looks furious. HR lady looks stern. It has come to our attention. There is a prior personal relationship between you two. Claire speaks first. It was years ago. It has no bearing on his performance. His metrics speak for themselves. The policy requires disclosure, HR says. I didn't disclose because it's irrelevant, Claire insists. It looks like favoritism. It's not. I've been harder on him than anyone else. This is true. HR lady sighs. We have to launch an investigation, audit his promotion, review all communications. Claire slams her hand on the desk. This is ridiculous. He is my best lead. If you drag this out, you undermine my authority and his. Rules are rules. I speak up. I'll transfer. Both of them look at me. What? Claire asks. There's an opening in the West Coast branch. Same role. I saw the posting. You don't have to do that, Claire says, voice tight. It solves the problem. No conflict of interest if we're in different states. HR lady nods. That would simplify things. Claire stares at me. Intense. Angry. Sad. I need you here, she says softly. You don't need anyone, Claire. You said so yourself. She flinches. Decision made. 2 weeks later. Packing up my desk. The investigation was dropped since I'm leaving. My team throws a half-hearted going-away party. Claire doesn't show up. I didn't expect her to. It's 6 p.m. Box in hand. Walking to the elevator. Stop at her office. Door is open. She's working. Always working. I knock. Leaving, she asks, doesn't look up. Flight is in the morning. West Coast is nice. Good weather. Yeah. You'll do well. You learned from the best. She finally looks up. No mask. Just her. Thank you, Anon. For what? Fixing the servers. For stepping up. For showing me you could be the man I thought you could be, even if I'm not the one who gets to keep him. My chest hurts. You could come with me, quit, start over. She laughs. A dry, hollow sound. And do what? Teach yoga. This is who I am, Anon. I'm the shark. I have to keep swimming. You don't have to be. Goodbye, Anon. finality in her voice. Goodbye, Claire. I walk out. Elevator ride down feels like a funeral. Get to my car. Drive away. Move to the West Coast. New job is great. I apply the Claire method. I'm efficient, organized, ambitious. I get promoted within a year. Meet a nice girl. She's a teacher. Kind, relaxed, likes to hike. Life is good. One night late. Scrolling LinkedIn. See a post. Claire has been promoted to VP of Global Operations. Youngest in company history. She looks powerful in the photo. Unstoppable. Alone. I hit like. Close the laptop. Go to bed. Hug my girlfriend a little tighter. Realize the best thing my ex ever gave me wasn't a second chance. It was the kick in the ass I needed to grow up, and the wisdom to know that success isn't worth your soul. I hope she's happy. I know she's not, but she's winning, and maybe for her, that's enough.